Okay, so to do this Bantu knot out, you're gonna need to start with freshly washed and conditioned hair, and then you're just gonna use some gel. I'm gonna use the olive oil EcoStyler. We have some hair oil. We're going to be using some leave-in conditioner, and I have some hair butter. It's just a shea butter mix that I like to use. Let me look around. I have my detangling brush, and we have a bonnet or a silk scarf that you can wrap your hair up with after you get done with the Bantu knots. So just for the sake of this video, I'm only going to talk through the first section, and then I'll go ahead and speed it up just so you guys don't have to watch me do this, because it kind of took a while for me to do. Alright, so once I had one side of my hair sectioned off to the side, I'm just gonna split the other side into two sections, and then I'll put that top section off to the side. Alright, so you want to make sure that you did detangle your hair while you were washing it, just to make it easier. And then I'm just gonna go through this section and spray some leave-in conditioner in. All of the products that I'm using in this tutorial will be down in the description, so be sure to go ahead and check those out. Once you got that all the way through your hair, you're just gonna take your detangling brush or comb, and starting with the ends, just work your way up that section. Now usually this goes through my hair a lot easier than what it looks, but I'm brushing through a pretty large section, but trust me, it's not as hard as it looks in this video. You're gonna really want to make sure it's nice and defined and detangled, excuse me. Okay, so once you have it all the way detangled, I'm just going to apply some of the oil that I'm using. You can use whatever oil works best for you. And this is just going to add a little bit more slip, and it's going to help to moisturize and nourish that section of hair. You want to thoroughly work that through your hair, and if possible, you may want to brush that through too. You gotta excuse me, I got stuff everywhere in here. So like I said, you're just gonna detangle that section a little bit more and just work that product through. Alright, my hands are slippery, so y'all gotta excuse me. I'm all over the place. I don't know why I didn't put my hair in a ponytail in the first place, but oh well. Okay, so once you got that part all the way with the conditioner and you have your oil in that section, you're just going to clip that entire section up out the way after you pull a little piece out the bottom. And for each of the Bantu knots, you'll notice that I do brush through them one more time. And then I'm going to add a little bit of that shea butter mixture just to help seal in the moisture. Like, you really want to make sure you're using like a shea butter or some kind of cream to help lock in the moisture. And then I'm going to top that with a little bit of gel. And there's two different ways that you can do these Bantu knots. This is going to be the first way. It's like a single strand Bantu knot where I'm just going to kind of like twist it. And then you'll go and, you know, twist it up and you'll start to do the Bantu knot like you normally would. But for this video, I'm going to be doing it with the 2-strand twist version. I feel like this gives me more curls, and my Bantu knots seem to last a lot longer when I do it this way. Alright, so this first Bantu knot is gonna look like I'm struggling a little bit because I am. My hair in the back is really slippery. I don't know if the texture is just different, but I will show you guys what the Bantu knots look like once I can get all of them done. So just bear with me. Alright, so I'm finally got this one going. And as you can see, I kind of twist it around a little bit. I do that just because if it's too tight, once you put that knot in, it's gonna dry really tight and your head will hurt. So I always make sure after I get done doing my Bantu knot, I kind of twist it back the opposite way just to loosen it up a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna show you guys one more time how I do this. I'm just gonna brush through that section. Then you'll see me add some of my hair butter, or if you're using a hair cream, you can use that. Working that in from the end, and then I'm going to twist it up after I add some gel to it. I don't know what that piece of hair is doing. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and give that a good twist. And then again, we're going to wrap that into a Bantu knot. And one thing I like to do with my Bantu knots is as I twist it around, I actually lift the knot up so I can place each layer around it, not around, but under the last layer. That way you'll see I'm gonna get like a really nice like spiral type of curl when I go to take them down. Alright, so I'm just gonna wrap this one around. And then we'll go ahead and skip through the rest of my hair, and I'll come back when I get to the last one so you guys can see the finished product. Alright, you guys, I finally made it around to the last one. As you can see, my whole head is just about done, and you can kind of see from this angle how I was talking about how I kind of lift the Bantu knots so that I can wrap each one of the spirals under the other one, so it's going to make a nice twisted and really spiral curly curl once I get finished. Alright, don't mind my dancing. I don't know what I was listening to, but it must have been good. Alright, the faces are about to get serious, you guys, so please excuse me. And as you can see right there, I kind of loop around my finger, and you can kind of see me lifting that whole entire knot up to wrap it around. I feel like when I do it this way, I don't have to secure it with anything. The hair will just naturally stay in place. Alright, so this is the end of it. This is basically all it is. I'm just going to go back around and loosen up a couple of them so I don't have a headache and show you guys the finished product. Make sure you guys tune into part 2 of this video where I'll show you how I turned this Bantu knot into a nice high puff Bantu knot out. And you guys have a great day. Bye.